Hello and welcome to part 19 of Let's Play Pokemon Pearl. In the last part we slowly made our way to this city, and now that we're there we're going to take on the gym leader. Yeah, we're going to get ourselves a gym badge. Hopefully, I mean that's the plan anyway. So yeah, this is a pretty easy gym, I would say. Pretty one of the easier ones in the game. Although obviously with the grass gym, if you had Chimchar, you wouldn't have had as hard of a time as I definitely had. That was definitely bad. So yeah, if you couldn't already tell, this is water Pokemon, so I think it kind of goes without saying. Everyone knows the weaknesses of water Pokemon, really. So you're going to want to use electric types, you're going to want to use grass types, maybe even electric grass types. That would be crazy. They don't exist, so you can't do that though. Yeah, if you have Turtwig already, then you're set. Really, you're pretty much set. If you have Hot Fuzz, or Piplup, I should really call it Piplup, but if you have Hot Fuzz, don't worry about it. Hot Fuzz is Piplup is a good Pokemon, and there's really not much they can do to you in terms of attacks, really, because they mostly have water attacks, and of course that's not going to be very effective. And then yeah, if you have Chimchar, it's pretty much essential that you get Sinks. I call it, Plug Switch, as I like to call it. Yeah, if you don't have Plug Switch, then you're going to have a really hard time, because even though water Pokemon aren't that hard to fight against, it's still pretty tricky. You know, having Chimchar, it's just going to get taken out by any moves, and if you don't have an electric type, you're not going to have anything super effective, so you might be able to get through the gym okay, but when you get to the gym leader, you're going to have a hard time, so just keep that in mind, really. Although, of course, if you already picked Budgie, or Rosalina, or whatever it's called now, to take on the first gym, then you can use Budgie again to take on this gym. So you don't even need to go for Plug Switch if you don't want to. But it does pretty much make Budgie essential. You kind of have to catch that Pokemon if you pick Chimchar. I can't stress that enough. So yeah, like every gym, this gym has a gimmick, and because it's water type, it obviously has a water gimmick. They love their water gimmicks. And yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I actually enjoyed this. What it is that there's 3 different levels. There's the lower level, the middle level, the top level. And depending on what switch you hit, or if you hit a switch on... Yeah, if you hit certain switches, it will raise it to certain points. So I have to go and head over here to hit the blue switch to raise it up to the top. And what this does, it means you can go to different platforms, and I'm not going to explain exactly how to do this puzzle, because like every other puzzle, it's simply, you just have to follow the trainers. So if there's a trainer you haven't fought yet, just go to them, and then just hit whatever switch is there, and you should be okay. It's not too tricky. You know, I think it's a good difficulty. You know, you're not going to be in here for ages spending a good long time thinking, what the hell am I meant to do? But then again, it does make you think a bit. You know, you're not going to just do it straight away, which I think is good. They kind of sometimes the difficulty of the gym can be a bit harsh, can just be a bit unfair. I'm thinking of Sabrina. God damn it, in the first generation, the Psychic Gym. That was just random. That was just random. You just gonna have to get lucky and hope. I mean, sometimes you would play it and you would get lucky, but yeah. So yeah, that's what you have to do when you raise the water. It brings all the whatever they are, rafts. I don't know, just planks of wood. I don't know what they're meant to be, but very much. Here's a Pokemon we haven't seen before. It's another baby Pokemon. God, they really are shoving baby Pokemon down our throats, aren't they? But that's enough of the baby Pokemon, guys, come on. And yeah, now you're going to see one of my favourite Pokemon, the second generation, if not of all time. Marill. I love Marill. It's so cool. It's the coolest Pokemon. It's just so cool. It's cool in the anime, and it's cool now. I don't know what it is, it's just cool. It's a cool Pokemon. Whenever I used to play the second generation, if I didn't use Totodile, which is I actually played the second generation a lot, and I actually can do well with either type because I played the game through with either type of starter. So if I didn't pick Totodile, I would always catch a Marill I just had to. It's just so cool. It's so cool. Some people would say I have a bias towards water Pokemon and that I think they're brilliant. And they would be absolutely right, so. Even though, yeah, already, like I said, water Pokemon to fight against aren't that tricky. I think Misty was actually quite hard, but that's only because of Starmie. But yeah, this gym, you shouldn't have any problems, really. Shouldn't have any problems. So yeah, this is just me doing the puzzle, really. Like I said, I'm not going to say what switch to hit in what order, because honestly, I would have to watch this. I recorded this a while ago, so I would have to sit down and take notes on what switches I hit. Okay, it's just not going to happen, guys. You know, you can do it by trial and error anyway, and that's pretty much how I did it. So, if you really are stuck on this gym and the gym puzzle, and you really don't know what to do, then just follow exactly what I do. So yeah, I decided to use Hot Fuzz for most of these battles, just because I wanted to level up Hot Fuzz, and you know, I thought it was a bit too easy just to go through and use Plug Switch the whole time. But then this happens to me on so many gyms. I will say, okay, this Pokemon is the best against these type. I won't use it until the gym leader, and what that means, it pretty much gets screwed out of a lot of XP that it could have easily earned. So I thought, okay, so Hot Fuzz is probably going to get left behind in this gym. I'll just use Hot Fuzz, give all the, you know, defeat all the weak Pokemon using Hot Fuzz to gain all the XP, and then Plug Switch will gain the XP from the gym leader. So I feel like I explained that in a really retarded way. I'm sorry if you didn't understand. It's not, you know, that's me being an idiot, not you. But I'm sure everyone does that, right? It's the whole classic game thing of, oh, I'll need this item later, so I'll save it, and then it's like the best gun in the game, and then you use it on the final boss, and that's it, and you still have tons of ammo for it. Of course, I'm thinking of Resident Evil 4 when I say that. That's the game that has it the most. So yeah, as you can see, this puzzle, not too bad. I'm already pretty much there, while I am there, so. Okay, first of all, there's going to be a little cut here, because I actually only use Hot Fuzz for that whole bit. And as you can see, Squirm is my lowest level Pokemon, and I could have probably used that a bit, but I decided against it. I don't really care. And yeah, actually, I don't think I healed. I didn't see the cut. I don't think I healed, so I went in this battle. I did this whole gym without healing. Oh no, wait, no, I healed at the beginning, didn't I? Damn it. So your first Pokemon, Gyarados, shouldn't give you too much hassle, really. I mean, it's not that. If it was a higher level, it probably would, and you would probably get a bit stuck on it. Like if this was his highest level Pokemon, then you would be like, crap. But because it's only level 27, you shouldn't have too many problems. You should be okay, really. Although straight away he goes for Swagger, which I hate. God damn that move. And I'm not too sure about this, but it seems like what Swagger does, it raises your attack, which means when you're confused and you hit yourself, you do more damage to yourself. So it's quite a risk to use Swagger, but obviously for the computers, they don't care. They don't really care about winning or losing, or if their Pokemon gets damaged because of some annoying move. So yeah, straight away, Plug Switch could just take it out in one. Really, no troubles there. And one Spark as well. And yeah, here's a Pokemon from, I think, the second generation, Quagsire, which is water/ground Pokemon. I believe this is the full form of Wooper, which you would recognise from, that's the Pokemon they show at the beginning of the second generation, when Professor Oak is like, we live in a world called Pokemon, if you couldn't tell by the box art. So yeah, one thing you're going to want to do, I should have healed Hot Fuzz and sent that out, because if you use Surf, then it's going to, well, obviously I don't have Surf yet, but if you use a water attack, it's going to do decent damage. I'm not too sure if water is super effective against it. In theory it shouldn't be, if I've got the types right, because water against water isn't very effective, but water against ground is super effective, so it should be normal effectiveness. So that's something to take note. So yeah, at this point I just decided to set up Squirm, because I knew I wouldn't be able to use Squirm later on in the battle, whatever his last Pokemon's going to be would just kill Squirm in one, and that would be the end of that. So knowing that it was part ground, I decided to use Rock Smash, although obviously Rock Smash is a terrible move, and that was a stupid idea of me. So I can't remember what I go for next. I'm just pretty much trying to weaken it as much as I can because I didn't want Plug Switch taking any more hits. You know, I needed Plug Switch for the final Pokemon, but whatever that's going to be, you know, I didn't know at this point, so I decided to send in Squirm because what I was trying to do is weaken this Pokemon enough so he would use his Super Potion or whatever potion he has. So if I could get him to use his potion on Quagsire, then I would be pretty much good to go for the final Pokemon. Although then he finally decides to use Mud Bomb, which does a lot of damage. So Squirm really wasn't that much of a help, but I might as well use Squirm, you know, whatever, I might as well. There's no reason why I shouldn't use it. She's going to be useless soon anyway. And yeah, Squirm got really lucky. Like, if Quagsire got a critical hit with that Mud Bomb, Squire would be dead. And then if it used Mud Bomb twice, Squire would be dead. And I got lucky. That slam, you know, brought it down to 1 HP. So Squirm, you did a good job. You're not a good Pokemon. I'll see you later. Okay. So here with Squirm, we're going to send out Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz? What? Hot Fuzz, which if I healed, it would have been so good. But with only 1 HP, it's pretty useless. So I went for the Bubble Beam, and yeah, because it's water ground, it's normal effectiveness, and because Bubble Beam is a really good attack, it took it down. So, and here we come to the last Pokemon, which is kind of weird. It's a weird choice. I decided to send away Hot Fuzz just because I thought, I think I have a revive, so if Plug Switch went down, I could send out Hot Fuzz and then use that Pokemon. Although I still have Bigger Bird, so I wasn't worried at this point. And yeah, the weird thing about this Pokemon is that Floatzel, I think that's how you say it, you can actually catch this Pokemon in the grass right next to the city. And I don't believe they've ever done that before. There's some final... I don't think they've ever done that. As in, you can catch this Pokemon before you go into the battle. And I am just talking about catching this Pokemon. I know you could probably, catch the first version of this and evolve it, but still, it's weird. It's really weird. I guess they were just running out of inspiration. Oh. And yeah, I killed it in 1 hit because I had Plug Switch, and Spark is a really good attack. Even though I remember Spark being an awful attack in the older games, but I guess they made it better. Yeah, I received the Fen badge. No idea why it's called Fen. I don't believe that. So yeah, so we now can use Defog, which I think it's HM5. Although I think HM5 is still Flash. Although I don't really know. You don't actually need to use Defog outside of battle, just so you know. So, although I'll talk about that a bit more once we come to it. So yeah, I'm now going to leave the gym and heal my Pokemon. So I've been... Well, hell no, I've still got loads of time left. Why am I doing the ending now? God damn it. God damn it me. They actually made it quite hard to get out of this. Usually that's why in Pokemon White there's a teleporter, just to make things easier. So yeah, I've been Onstorm23, and I will see you next time for some more PAL. Goodbye.